Hello and welcome to the videos on securitytube.net. This video is on access control, how exactly computers transfer data without collisions. As an example, if we take few computers, say like 5 computers, and if we connect all of these 5 computers with each other over Ethernet cable, few computers are doing some data transfer between each other, then some computers are doing some HTTP transfer, some are accessing their emails and so on. Now if all of these computers are doing this data transfer simultaneously, a simple question that will arise in everyone's mind is why not the packets transmitted by these computers are colliding. If all the packets are sent simultaneously, the collisions are bound to happen, and what exact technology is adopted by the Ethernet or this communication networks so that the collisions will not be happening, and if they are happening they will be minimized by some algorithm. So what exactly is that algorithm we'll be discussing in these slides. Now a natural question, why to have access control? Simple answer is to avoid collisions. As we have traffic rules on road, similarly there should be some rules or protocols that have to be observed by the computers accessing the internet or computers accessing the LAN. So to avoid accidents, to avoid collisions, and if collisions happen, in second picture the collision has happened, even if there are traffic rules, traffic signals, by some means the collision has happened. Now there should be some protocol so that the collision recovery mechanism will be there, and in case of collision the next collision will be avoided. So this access control is to avoid collision, and if collision happens, some recovery mechanism is also provided by this. Now why exactly collisions occur? If one or more nodes start transmission while some other transmission activity is going on, the collision is bound to happen. Again, if 2 or more nodes start transmission at the same time, the collision will be happening. Now how exactly computers will be finding out whether the collision has occurred or not? To know the answer, we should know what exactly is taking place when the packets are transferred by the computer. The packets are nothing but a voltage and current electric signal. So when packets are transmitted, some voltage is flowing or some current is flowing and some voltage is there on the Ethernet cable. So if every computer finds out what's the exact voltage when I am transmitting, and if it finds out that the voltage is more than expected, it can find out that collision has occurred. As discussed earlier, we now need some access control rules or access control protocol to avoid the collisions. So what should be the ideal access control protocol, or what is the expectation from this access control protocol? So there should be some way to find out the busy medium, not to transmit in busy medium and wait for medium to be free. Any node should not transmit in busy medium and it should wait for the medium to be free. Now if rule 1 and rule 2 is obeyed and still if collision occurs, there should be some way to find out that collision has occurred, and after first collision, transmitting node should act in a way to reduce the chances of more collisions. And if all of these rules are obeyed, the collisions probability will be reduced, and if collision occur, there will be some recovery steps. Let's first discuss one protocol which will obey most of the rules explained here, and then let's refine the protocol which is actually used for Ethernet transmission, which is CSMA CD. So what exactly is CSMA? CSMA is carrier sense multiple access. So what is carrier sense? Carrier sense is transmitter listens for a carrier wave before sending packets on the medium. This is to look for ongoing transmission from another station. And what is multiple access? Multiple access is simply multiple nodes can send and receive on the medium. So transmission packets by one node are received by all other nodes. Again, the multiple access thing is not exactly true for wireless thing. It is multiple access in first part, that is multiple nodes can send and receive on a medium is true, but all nodes will not be able to hear all other nodes. Okay, and there is a possibility of collision if 2 nodes start transmission at the same time in CSMA. It is clear that if carrier sense is there, carrier sense is listen for the carrier before sending. But what if 2 stations want to send on a medium? They listen for the carrier, they do carrier sense properly, but still simultaneously they can start transmission and collision can happen. Now how to avoid these instances? Now it is pretty much clear that only CSMA is not enough to avoid the collisions. So there is one refinement, CSMA CD or CSMA with collision detection, which is implemented in Ethernet or 802.3 technology. This is the simplified flowchart of CSMACD. Start is like there is some data at the node to be transmitted. It will assemble the frame, it will create actual frame which is to be transmitted, and it will come to attempt 1. It will check if some other station is transmitting on the medium or not. If some other station is transmitting on the medium, it will keep on looping here unless and until medium becomes free. It will not proceed. Whenever it finds that medium is free and no other node is transmitting on the medium, it will transmit only the first bit of that frame. Now why only first bit? Because it has to find out whether the collision is happening or not. After transmission of first bit, if it finds that collision has happened, it will go to collision recovery sub-algorithm. Now what exactly is collision recovery sub-algorithm and what all things that this sub-algorithm will be doing? It will be actually waiting for some time. It will do a random back off, and after a random back off, it will again check whether the medium is free or not. Now what exactly is this random back off and what is this exponential back off algorithm? We will not be concentrating on this part at this time. Okay, now if after transmission of first bit it has not found out any collision happening, then it will proceed, and similar way it will keep on transmitting bit by bit. Now earlier computers or earlier technology used to check collision detection only for the first bit, and after that used to transmit whole packet at a stretch. But these days the drivers comes like for every next bit the collision is found out, whether the collision is happening or not, it is found out. So in this flowchart it is like if for every next bit of the frame the collision detection will take place. If collision is detected, the collision recovery algorithm will be executed, else a whole packet will be sent. After sending whole packet, it will come to end. Okay, now if collision recovery sub algorithm will be having a part something like if the collision has happened for some threshold amount of time, then don't proceed with the packet and simply print an error or something. Okay, so this is all about CSMA-CD simplified algorithm. In this algorithm, the CSMA, that is carrier sense, will be happening, as well as a collision detection and collision prevention things are also happening. Okay, that's it about CSMA-CD. The same protocol cannot be exactly used in wireless medium. It has some limitations. So in next slides, in next presentations, we will be explaining why CSMA-CD cannot be used on wireless and what exact protocol will be used in wireless medium. Thank you for now. Do browse other securitytube.net videos on wireless and wired security. Thank you.